Hello and welcome to another update video about Dogecoin. Doge is now entering the support zone that we talked about in the last video. We were watching still for lower prices here on the Doge chart because we're likely in a B wave, right? And we talked about this as an ABC structure, and the C wave, the C wave could be in its late stages. So one indicator for that is the extension target for a C wave, which basically starts at the 100% extension. That's a very, very common target for a C wave and is pointing towards 9 cents. So we are getting there. Price is now at 10.8 cents. The 100% extension is a key target, and that, as I said, points to 9 cents roughly, okay? 9.3 to be exact. And it would not be unusual for a C wave to go a little bit lower. Here we've got 8 cents as next support, and then the 7.3 cent level, which is the 1.38 extension, very common target as well for a C wave, even though they often finish around the 100% extension. But then also these two here are overlapping with the standard support levels, the 61.8 retracement and the 78.6 retracement at 7.3 cents. Looking at the micro, we can take a look at the shorter time frame. By the way, this is a B wave of a third wave. That's the idea, okay? Questionable wave count overall. 3-wave move to the upside here initially into October 22. But at best, it's a diagonal. So wave 1, wave 2, and the third wave here is an A, B, C structure. And then we get another 4-5 pattern. Well, that's the idea, yeah, in an ideal Elliott wave world. But because we're dealing with a potentially still unfolding diagonal, we have to be a bit careful here. It's, you know, these patterns are messy in this crypto cycle. And here you can see that it's actually following that projected wave count. I added a micro count recently, and it looks to me as if this here could be either the end of the third wave or we're already in the fifth. I mean, this doesn't look great, to be honest. So I think it would actually count better with the third here, this to be the fourth, and then we're now in the fifth. If this is completing it, we would have to see, okay, there is no low in place until we get a 1-2 setup, but we're now entering the main support zone. I think it seems likely that we're going to test the 9 cent level or 9.3, but it's not an absolute must. Here we can actually see that on the 1 hour time frame or 4 hour time frame. A second here. Let me just double check that with the FIB extension target. So we take the length of wave. Okay, so here's the question, where is the A wave low, right? Is it here or is it here? Two different ways of labeling it. Here, this would actually give us 9.9 cents. So possibly pay attention to that level as well. And then, yeah, basically 9 and 10 cents, we could say, okay? This the 10 cents is a psychological support level as well, so it seems quite likely we could at least find some support there. And then, yeah, from there, pay attention to what the price does. Possible reversal ahead, but obviously it needs to prove itself. And a really good indication that a low is in place would be a break to the upside out of this corrective price channel. For now, the micro price action is bearish, but I mean, looking at indicators, let's take a look at the RSI, Relative Strength Index, way oversold here now on the 4 hour. Pretty much a very, very low reading. I think a bounce is very likely now. And the daily is now getting oversold as well. Yeah, even a slight bullish divergence, but we haven't got a low yet, so I can't really call that a bullish divergence. But, you know, as always, you know, close to the daily, RSI being oversold, historically really good potential entry points, okay, but obviously not as reliable as, for example, on the Bitcoin chart. This is really a reliable signal on the Bitcoin chart, but yeah, I think we could see some positive price action in the next coming days once this sell-off has or is exhausted. And I think we are sort of in the last leg down here possibly, okay. But again, we are watching very closely this price action, and I need a first small upside impulse for a first signal returning around. That's my update about Doge. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.